The choices you make now will define the legacy of Hogwarts.
Siemanko moi drodzy, to Paradoks. Kontynuujemy przygodę
The edges mustn't curl and
Hogwarts
turn brown like that.
Legacy. No jesteśmy po
Your weight
lekcji w
possessed
szklarni.
Rugged form of beauty.
Ciągle mi przerywano. Co za nauczycielka. Dobra, mamy zrobić jakieś zadanie z kapustą, ale to mamy zrobić wspólnie z jednym z uczniów, do którego właśnie idę.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping... Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb once. Don't worry. No. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
L1. Aha! Mamy koło.
Look at that.
Aha!
Anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Fajne to. Na pewno będzie bardzo pomocne. Czyli co, wracamy do pani Garlic. Dobra, zresztą jak tu jesteśmy, to możemy pozbierać sobie wszystko, co tu jest do pozbierania.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make any...
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Dobrze wiedzieć. O ile będę mógł w ogóle tej rośliny używać. Obecnie nie masz nic do dobra. Zobaczmy. Kurde, to jest głupie, że trzeba ciągle do tej misji zajęcia z eliksirów. No to na to też chętnie pójdziemy.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Ole, spadek klatek, masakra.
Garden.
Gdzie mam iść? Tędy.
With the help of house elves.
Nie, no ale tędy jest droga zamknięta. Gdzie on mnie prowadzi? Nie, czy... Nie, on mnie tędy
I
prowadzi.
enjoy having luck down there.
I think maybe Aurors or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
More than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
My już mamy.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Kurde, gdzie ja zdobędę te jaja? Bierz futro mrocznego wilka. Czyli co, ogólnie muszę...
My parents considered keeping me home from...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather, As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
A well-prepared witch.
Dobra, mamy pióro. Jaja. Notatka służbowa, data 31 grudnia 1875, nadawca Biuro Aurorów. Temat Borgin i Burkes. W sklepie Borgina i Burkesa dochodzi do zwiększonej aktywności poza zwyczajowymi godzinami pracy. Szczególnie bardzo wczesnym rankiem, kiedy na tyle sklepu docierają podejrzane dostawy. W oparciu o posiadaną wiedzę na temat reputacji sklepu zwiększymy liczbę aurorów, jaka będzie obserwować ten przybytek. Wyznaczono Ciebie do tego zadania. Oczekuj na dalsze rozkazy. Okej, to są jaja. I mamy skrzynkę. O, rękawice. Pięknie. Dobra, zaraz zobaczymy, o ile mi podniosą level. Znaczy level 17. Nieźle. Dobra, to będą do sprzedania. Dobra, wracamy do Gareta z piórem. Ciekawe, co on tutaj odwali.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Myślałem, że to zawsze będziemy robić jakieś takie mini gierki. No to widzę, że samo już robi. Szkoda, szkoda.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it! Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Uh-oh.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Greetings. I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Kurde, Hogsmeade to jest daleko.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
Kurde, z chęcią bym się
Off on another adventure, are we?
nauczył latać na miotle. Ale coś tej lekcji nie ma. Dobra, zobaczmy. Czy mamy tylko tą misję? Tak. No dobra, lecimy na mapę.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
Of course, Mr. Ollivander. Sounds most up my street.
Wonderful. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
Surely you could continue searching the Owlery.
Oh, one would think. However, the headmaster does not take kindly to an old wand-maker loitering about the place. Can't say I blame him. Also, I have perhaps been looking for too long. I feel a fresh set of eyes, and a bright mind like yours is sure to solve this riddle.
Is there anything special about the wand?
Oh, yes. It's terribly special. But not in the way you might think. It won't grant special powers to the caster, no. Nothing like that. But it will ease the hearts and minds of the Ollivanders to know of its return, and that power is immeasurable.
Why would the thief have taken the wand?
I must admit I have no idea. From what I can gather, he fancied himself an adventurer of sorts. Always looking for trouble. In fact, after he went missing, rumor had it his ghost was seen in Hogsmeade. Never heard much about him after that, but it seems as if his adventurous spirit may have got the better of him. Perhaps he thought that the wand had some special power simply because of its esteemed lineage. Astonishing how misunderstood the art of wand-making is.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old one-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
I z powrotem do Hogwartu. Gdzie tu będzie ta? A nie, to jest tu. Dobra, to mogę się tu przenieść. Kurde, nie mam.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
Ciekawe, czy ta różdżka będzie moja. Po tym, jak ją znajdziemy. Raczej wątpię, ale... O kurde, wysoko. Tędy nie pójdzie szybciej? Chyba nie, ale próbujmy.
The statues Mr. Oliver mentioned must be upstairs amongst the
O,
owls.
skrzynia. Szata, no sobie... Znaczy szata, szal. No, sobie z chęcią biorę. Już było widać, że mi staty podnosi.
Don't mind me, owls. I'm just here to help a friend. Now, where are those statues?
Revelio.
I recognize those handles. The summoning charm should do the trick. Empty perches. Could be the right size for jackdaws. Or statues of jackdaws.
Posążek kawki. Umieść.
Nothing. I'd best keep looking. I'll take that, thank you. Statues. Here's a welcome surprise.
Dobra, jeszcze raz, dwa, 4. No i na to wychodzi. Ale tu już więcej ich nie ma. Dobra, jeszcze tu do góry możemy pójść.
Birds aren't afraid of heights. Perhaps I should look a bit higher.
Revelio.
Okej, mamy skarb. Las, jakieś wejście, nie mam
A
pojęcia.
map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now. Nothing. I'd best keep looking. No statues here. Nothing. I'd best keep looking.
Jeszcze tam wyżej.
This'll do nicely. No statues here. I'll take that, thank you. Nothing. Here's a welcome surprise.
Dobra, chyba wszystko.
What's happening?
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. So Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness, I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really. Found it on some yellowed old pages Peeves had pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So, you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages that you took from Peeves and followed that map to your doom.
Odd to hear it all reduced to such absurdity, but yes. Why do you care about some old wand?
I don't really. Ollivander does. It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest? I'd be happy to show you where to find them.
I think I can guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Why would you steal Mr. Ollivander's family wand?
The family were always going on about how special it was, so I took it. Who could resist? Sadly, it wasn't special enough to save my neck. I fully intended to return it once I learned it was only special for sentimental reasons, but as you can see, I never got the chance.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves, a poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He's got a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. I doubt he even noticed they were gone.
If that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you there.
If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, the wand and the pages are yours for the taking.
Okej. Misja ukończona. No dobra, ale musimy iść do zakazanego lasu, tak? Co, mam teraz jakąś misję, czy jest brak ich? No właśnie. Użyj mapy z lewitującymi świeczkami, by znaleźć skarb. Droga profesor Galik, to bardzo miło z pani strony. Do tego pamiętała pani, że najbardziej lubię... Aha, to czytałem. To mamy... Gdzie jest ten skarb? Tu? Tu jest skarb. Dobra, to jest zakazany las, rozumiem. To jest jakaś wioska. O. Będzie ciężko to znaleźć. Dobra, zobaczmy, bo pokazała mi się misja niby. Aha, czyli to jest ta misja. Dobra, ale zanim się z nim spotkamy, to musimy zakończyć odcineczek. Mam nadzieję, że seria się podoba. Jeśli tak, szczercie łapkę w górę. Ty, co to jest? Boisko do Quidditcha? I nie ma Quidditcha, ale boisko jest? Okej, dobra, bo no, lekko się zszokowałem. Dobra. To by było na tyle. Mam nadzieję, że seria się podoba. Jeśli tak, szczercie łapkę w górę, zasubskrybujcie kanał, kliknijcie w dzwoneczek do widzenia na bieżąco z materiałem. Grał dla was Paradoks. Trzymajcie się. Hej!